Alright, let's talk about the difference between sliders and tensioners. So slider is the less aggressive of the two. If I have a nerve, here's my nerve right here, okay? What I'm doing with a slider is I am basically gliding the nerve along the neural container. It's just like flossing, okay? So if this was my neural container, the nerve is going to be doing that. Let's say I want to do this for the median nerve. So, you can apply this to whatever neurodynamic test you want, but if we look at the median nerve, which is my test right here, if I want to perform a slider, whatever direction my arm goes, my head side bends with it. Okay, so I am sliding the nerve as I do this. If I want to do a tensioner, which is the more aggressive of the two, in this case, here's my nerve. I am pulling on the nerve from both ends, which will make the nerve smaller, which increases the space surrounding the neural container. All right, we are not stretching the nerves. We are just tensing from each end. So again, if this is my neural container, boom, it's going to look like that. It's going to get thinner, more space with the nerve. Okay, so let's take the median nerve again. I extend my arm out like so. If I want to perform a tensioner, my head goes away. So I tension the nerve, and then I approximate. Tension, approximate. Just like that. In terms of when to use what, is going to depend on your patient. One thing that Adrian Lowe recommended to me when I took mobilization of the nervous system this past year, you kind of want to do things in a sandwich. So he will have his patients do sliders, followed by tensioners, followed by sliders again. Now you don't always want to use tensioners depending on how your patient presents. For example, in either acute or long-standing or chronic conditions, they're probably not the best thing to implement right away. But eventually you can work towards that slider, tensioner, slider sandwich. And then of course, between acute and chronic conditions, there's that gray area in which you kind of have to decide what is going to work best for your patient and ultimately improve their function.